you will get the recording of the video after the class or tomorrow. And those who will attend the class will get the recording. Last time we were doing the functionality in the array called as reduce. Okay, let's continue with our reduce functionality. So last time we were doing the reduce in the array, and we will continue that, and then I will give you few problems to solve, which you will see in some time. So let's start. We'll write down the JavaScript tag, that is the script tag. And let's say I create a variable called as numbers, and I will name the numbers from, I will create the numbers as an array. Let's create an array of 1, 2, and 3. And then I will call the reduce function of the array called as numbers.reduce. And inside the reduce, I have to create a function, and this function takes 3 parameters. First is called, actually it takes 4 parameters, but we are only concerned with the 3 now. So first one is called the previous, second one is called the current, third one is called the index, and fourth one is the array, which we will see some later time. So third one is the index, and I'll create a function, and inside this function I will say console.log previous is previous, current is current, and index is index. I explained what is the meaning of reduce or what reduce do to the array, and I will repeat it again in some time when I will run this program. Return previous plus current. So let's run this one. So when I run this file, it will take this array, and then it will go through the reduce function, and inside the reduce we get another function, and this function takes 3 parameters. Actually it will get 4 parameters, but 4th parameter we are not concerned of as of now. So first one is called the previous, second one is called the current, and third one is called the index. When I run this function, I return the previous plus current. So previous plus current will be returned, will be added and returned. The next time when it will run, previous will become previous plus current, and the current will be the new element, and then it will again add both the numbers, and it will go again in this function. So for example, we have this 1, 2, and 3. So previous will go as a 1, and current will go as a 2. So current will go as a 2, and both will be added and return 3. So the next round when it will run, previous will become 3, and the current will become this 3, and both will be added, and the return will be 6. So if we have more numbers, then next number will be the previous number will be the 6, and the current one will be, for example, if I add one more, 4, so current one will become 4, and then both will be added and returned. So this way it goes through and through on. So let's run this and see how it looks. So this is my file. I will open the console.log. So since we have 4 elements, it runs only for the 3 times. In the first case, previous one is 1, that is this one. So I am seeing previous 1, current is the second element, that is 2. So current is 2 and index is 1. Index starts with from here 1, 2 and 3. Actually, in real world it starts with a 0, but since previous one already takes care of already taken the place of 1, so it starts from the 1, that is from the second number. Then the previous once it runs it runs 3 times because it has 4 elements, so it will loop 3 times. So that's why you are able to see 3 lines, 1, 2 and 3. So in the first time, previous one is a 1 and the current one is a 2, and return will be the previous plus current, that is 1 plus 2, that is the 3. So it will return 3 as a answer, and this 3 will go in the second round as a previous. So the second round starts, previous is 3 because 1 plus 2 become 3, which will go as a 3 in the previous in the second round, and current is 3, current will be this 3, and index is 2. And then when it will return it, it will return previous plus current, that is 3 plus 3. So the 6 will be returned, and in the next round, previous will become 6, which you can see previous is 6, and the current is this 4, and current is this 4, and then index is 3. Since we don't have any more numbers, so this loop only for 3 times. Let's try to make it little more complicated. Let's try to change the numbers. Maybe I will start with 2, 11, 4 and 7. So in the first case, what will be the previous value? Just put it in the chat. Let me know if you have understood. What will be the previous value in the first case? 2. First one is the 2. So Olga, I forgot your email. Can you give me your email? Because I'm updating with the email and I forgot the email. This is Kate. This is Kelvin and this is Heather. 13 is okay. 13 is this one. And who is another one? Sindhu, you give your email address. Okay. So previous is 2. Okay, let me take this one. So in this case, previous is 2. And what is the current in the first case? What will be the current? Current is 11. So when it will return from this function, 2 will be added to 11. So what will be the previous in the second loop? 13. Yes, because in the first case, 2 will be added to 11 and it will return 13. So previous will become 13. And what is the current in the second case? It is 4. So 13 plus 4, what will be the return value? Yeah, in the second case, the return value is 17 because 13 plus 4 becomes 17. And next, in the third round, previous will become 17 and current will become 7. So what will be the final result of these two? 24. So final result will be 24, and this way the reduce works by adding the previous to the current result, and we are able to add all the elements in an array. So this is the use case of the reduce. Now reduce also takes one more parameter. So we have this function. Blah 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 blah. It takes one more parameter, for example 100, and this function will be there only. So now in the original case, previous was 2 and 11 was the current. But when I pass additional number after this function, this number will become the previous in the first case. So now the loop will not start with 11, it will start with the 2. So current will become 2 because previous one is already taken care of by this number. So previously, in the previous case, since I was not passing this number, so previous one was this 2 number. But now since I am passing this number, so the previous value in the first case will become this number and the current will be the 2 number. So if we want to return it, return will be 100 plus 2, that is 102 in the first case. In the second case, previous will become 102 and the current will become 11. So let's run this case when I am passing additional number in the second parameter in the reduce. So if I refresh this now, so you will see in the first case, previous is 100, current is 2, and total adding previous plus current will become 102. And in the second case, current will become 11, and adding these two number will become 103. And in the third case, 113 will be added to 4, it will become 117, and the current is 7. So, and now you will see index is starting from the 0 because we already started this reduce with the previous value as an additional item in the reduce function. So there are two variations of the reduce. Either we pass the previous value or we don't pass here and we pass it here. So either if we pass here, previous will start with this number, and if we don't pass it, previous will start with this number. So this is how reduce works. And now I will give you few problems to do. Those are very simple problems. Gradually these problems will become more and more difficult. We will be trying to do all the problems which are generally asked in interviews. So if you go for JavaScript interview, you should be prepared with about 500 to 1000 problems which we will do in our class. So let's try to create one simple problem. Before showing you the problem, I want to show you some basics. Then you can start with the problem. So I will start with the script. Now I have an array called as numbers. This everyone knows whatever I am trying to say now, but I just want to repeat it. Now if I want to go through all the numbers of this array, I can use simple for loop, and I will say for var I equal to 0, I less than numbers dot length I plus plus, and then I can say console dot log I is I and number is numbers of I. So that means in the first case I is 0 and the number will be the numbers of 0, that is this one number. In the second case I will be 1 and the numbers of I will be the numbers of 1, that is 2. And this way we loop through the array and we can do manipulation as we want to do in here inside this for loop. If I run this one, so you will see I equal to 0, number is 1, I equal to 1, number is 2, I equal to 2, number is 3. Same way, if I have a string, so if I say var str is equal to hello world, if I have a string and I will go through the string as follows, I will say var j equal to 0, j less than str dot length, j plus plus, and here I will say console dot log j is j and value is str of j. So when I have a string and I am trying to look through the string, it will go through each letter and it will process each letter in each console.log. So if I refresh the page, so you will see j is 0, value is h, j is 1, value is e, j is 2, value is 1, hello L. So we are going through each letter by using the for loop. So these two will be helpful in the exercise which I will ask you to do. So now I will give you one problem and you have to try to solve it, and if and I will show you my method after you are done. So let's create one file and I will give you first problem of our course. So here is the problem. I will create one numbers is equal to, I'm creating an array with some numbers, for example 3 comma 0 comma 1 comma 5 comma 0 comma 7 comma 2 comma 8 comma 12. So this is my numbers array. I will give you in the chat box. Now you have to write some code such that all these zero numbers should be in the end. Should be in the end. And non-zero numbers should come first. So if I want to final result, it should be like this. Final is equal to 3 comma 1 comma 5 comma 7 comma 8 comma 12 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0. So my main purpose is I want to see these numbers. Even if you stop it here also, that's fine. If you show me this result, then also it's correct. But if you put 0 also, it's fine. But I want all non-zero numbers to be present in the series before the zero numbers. And after this non-zero number, you can either put it, you can remove the 0, or if you put 0 also, then also it's fine. So ultimate result should be like this. So try to do this problem. So this is the initial number and this is the final result. Okay, what you have written final is 0, 1, 4, 2. What is this? I just shown you the final should be all the zeros should be in the end and all other numbers should be before the zeros. So if you find any zero number, it should be go to the end and all non-zero numbers should come before the zero number. And there is just do it in the way you want to do, and then I will make it more complex. So I will take your solution and I will ask you to do little more complex stuff from that stuff. And those who are not able to do that, just say that you need the help so that I know who are not able to do this problem. So first line of the code is the initial array value and the second line should be the final. So here you have to write some code which will give this final result as I showed. It can be same array also. So better is you should manipulate this array and make it like this. People generally do it like they create another array very, let's say var final, and they try to update in this final array variable. But it is better if you manipulate this variable and make it like this, then it is more better. But if you cannot do, then you can create a new variable. But second step will be just to manipulate the same array and convert it into this format. Has anyone completed this problem? Just post your solution in the chat. Okay, so one of them is completed this number. So temp2 is equal to numbers. No, it's not related to reduce. I reduce was something different, and this problem is something different. Okay, so Sindhu, you have created another variable temp1 and temp2. So now try to do the same problem without creating any other variable. So just manipulate this numbers variable and try to give the result. You can create variable to keep the counter, but ultimately manipulation should be only numbers variable. So by the time I'll check your solution, so you try to do it without creating any other. Yeah, you are creating numbers only. Let me see. So you are manipulating numbers only. Let's see. So that's I want only ultimately the number should be manipulated, which you have done it correctly. Let's see how it goes now. So I will do console.log and I'll see what is the result. Okay. The numbers.length is not a function. Let's see what is the numbers.length is not a function. Okay, so it's numbers.length. So if I run your solution, I'm getting 3, 12, 1, 5, 8, 7, 0, 8, 12. And I have 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, and I have 3, 1, 5. So let's see, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, and I should have 7, 8, and you are getting 2 times 8, you are getting 2 times many numbers. For example, 2 times 8, 2 times 12. So that, and there are 3 zeros there, and you are not getting that one also. So if I do print numbers here also, so in the first case I have, yeah, if anyone wants to go, go, not a problem. So in the first case, you have this array, and in the second case, you have this array, though the number 9 is same, but I don't see 0 in the end. I want ultimately result, zeros should be in the end, and all numbers should be in the front, and it should not be, it should be at least the number should be same. Here I don't see numbers to be same. You are getting more numbers here from the less numbers. So try to fix that one. So let me see how you have done. J equal to number of 10 j plus plus number of j equal to 0. If it is 0, you are doing temp 1 equal to numbers of j. Okay, let me take this one. Okay, okay, let's try this one. So I run the second time, 0 is coming in the front. All the zeros should be in the end. So this question was asked by the Facebook, and this is the one of the favorite question which Facebook generally ask. So don't think that you will be able to do it quick 2 minutes or 3 minutes. You have to think a little bit on it. Let's see any other person has completed. Sindhu, you have to just do it again, and I don't see the result which I asked. I'm getting 0 in the first case. 0 should be all in the end. Okay, so this is another one. Splice. Okay, let's see Splice. Okay, I see 31578120000. So output is coming correctly. Let's see how you have done it. So you're going through all the numbers. If number I equal to 0, if it's 0, what you're doing, numbers dot splice, you are removing one element and you're pushing in the end 0. Yeah, yeah, I like this idea. This is also a new thing. Okay, but output is coming correctly, so it's correct. So I'm actually concerned with the output. However you do, it's up to you. Okay, so this looks correct. So I will make more complicated for the kit in the next time. So what you are doing, you are checking if number is equal to 0, you delete the number and you put it in the end. So ultimately you are getting the final result correctly. Yeah, that's nice. So for Kate, I know this is working fine, but I will give you a little more complex task in this. You are using some JavaScript library called as splice and push. So now I will suggest you to do same thing like she has done. She has not used any of the JavaScript inbuilt functionality, but she has to manipulate the results, which is not coming correctly here. So you have to write it again. This is correct, but you have to write it again without using this inbuilt JavaScript functionality. So right now using splice and push, consider that these two functions are not there. You have to work like this one, manipulate like this one. Got it? So actually, I have gone to the you have to just go through the JavaScript, learn the JavaScript. I went to many various sites, and I'm trying to collect the material for this class. I don't have one particular site where you will get all the material which I will be showing you. I will be showing you uh, object-oriented JavaScript. I will be showing you all the problems which you encounter in the interview. I will be showing you all the data structures using the JavaScript. So it is not one place where I will get the material. I don't have one place kind of thing. I am just going through various links, various resources, various sites, various PDF, and I'm trying to collect the material for our class. So maybe I don't have right now one particular link, but I will be building my own link and you will get it soon. Where whatever I'm teaching you here, I will put it in one of the website and you will see there. So I will give you time now to finish this problem. Kate has done by using some of the JavaScript inbuilt functionality, but Facebook does not allow this kind of solution. So if you try to put JavaScript thing like this, Facebook will reject it, though it is correct, though solution is correct. Facebook wants you to write down some kind of logic which is like similar to this one, but it should work. Right now, I'm not getting the results expected. So you should try to do it like this. And I will show you my method on Wednesday, how I will be doing this problem. Is that clear? So you try to do your way, but I will show you my method. It may be your method is more better than me, but I will show you what I have, how I have done this problem, and I will show you that method. But before I show you, you try to figure out yourself how to do these things. So we will meet on Wednesday 10:30, and we will continue with this problem, and I will give you a couple of more problems, and we will also start with the functions and objects in the JavaScript, which are the core things in the object-oriented JavaScript.